Yo, what's good?
Team RaziBooking.
I promised y'all I was gonna do an Avengers review. I was supposed to do it a couple days ago, but I ain't end up doing it till now. As a matter of fact, I kind of posted something on Facebook and had a lot of y'all mad at me a little bit. But we cool though, like we straight, like y'all still gonna be friends with me on Facebook. The ones that's still there, like y'all still gonna like, you know what I'm saying, be cool. Like, I'm not really the biggest Avengers fan, like Marvel geek, like I don't really care for Guardians of the Galaxy. My favorite ones are Iron Man, Black Panther, and Spider-Man. Those are my dudes. I got kind of caught up into the Avengers after I saw Captain America Civil War. I remember I went to go see that. I didn't know what it was about. Just went into the movies, watched it, and I was like, yo, this movie is awesome! Infinity War was off the chain. I saw Black Panther, it was off the chain. This movie, Avengers Endgame, was the truth. Not coming from a nerd, just coming from a movie watcher. I thought it was awesome. The beginning was kind of slow, but I feel like it wasn't slow because in reality, this wasn't the beginning. Avengers Endgame was actually just the end of Avengers Infinity War and the other movies that they had before that. It was all of them wrapped up into one. I feel like the whole story was dope. Sorry, it's gonna be spoilers. It's gonna be spoilers. Remember the part when they killed Thanos? They walked up on him while he was in the middle of making breakfast and and they killed him. And I was just like,
where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
And they end up having to go back in time to get all of the Infinity Stones before Thor could get to him. Long story short, Thor still ends up coming to him and they made it easier. Thanos ends up getting Nebula. He like takes her and he like busts her eye open and he goes into her memory and he sees everything that happens and forces her to switch bodies with the future Nebula and to go back in time with the future people in the Avengers who are in like the year 2022 or something like that. Thanos from 2014 pops up and appears in the future after they did all that work to get these Infinity Stones from the past, and he pops up and it's a giant war. It's like the biggest fucking war I've ever seen in the Avengers point blank period. But it was off the chain, it was exciting. I just thought it was so dope. Everything was done beautifully on it. I feel like this movie had so many different emotions. You felt good, you felt bad, you were happy, you were sad. Like it went through every single emotion. My favorite guy dies, Iron Man. I was hurt about that. Black Widow dies too, but I don't care what y'all say. I ain't really care for Black Widow. Like I wasn't like watching the Avengers to see Black Widow. I'm sorry. But Iron Man ends up dying, and then Peter Parker comes over there, Spider-Man, and he's like, oh man, like he's sad, and he basically holds Iron Man the same way Iron Man held Peter Parker when he died in Infinity War. If I had to rate this movie, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was dope. I was entertained. I'm not even the biggest Avengers fan or Marvel fan, but I was entertained as a regular movie watcher. I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it already. And if you haven't seen it already, you probably shouldn't be watching this review because I just told you everything that happens. But it's a dope movie, man. Long story short, I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off. Dope movie, 5 out of 5. RAZI approved.